Marius, this is Michelle. First of all, I want to say thank you for talking with me on Monday there a little bit right after your surgery. I hope everything is going well and you're recuperating. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that you can do to bring more customers to your business. So once you reviewed the video, we can definitely chat and go over anything that you had questions on. I know you indicated that you did want to chat. And what I would like to do is maybe just give you a call early next week once you've rested up some, and we can go over this. You can also take these 3 things and do it yourself. I'm fine with that as well. So let me go ahead and get started and show you those 3 things that's going to set your company above your competition. The number 1 thing is going to be content. And most business owners know that you need content, but they don't know that the average amount of content on the number 1 result on Google is anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500 words. So for you just to show up at the top of Google, you want to have at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to compare Roman Construction and Roofing with another roofing company, Basie's Roofing. They're our number 1 competitor right now. And if I go over here, I just pulled up this word counter really quick, and it shows that Roman Construction has 605 words on their homepage, where Basie's Roofing has 1,802. So let's go ahead and look at Basie's really quickly. You can just scroll down through here. You can see we've got some pictures and some wording there. And if we just keep going, they have a lot of content on their page and a lot of keywords listed in there as well. Now, if we go over to your company, Roman Construction and Roofing, I love this picture right here. I think that's very pretty. And if we just go down through, you can see here that you have some additional pictures and some of your services that you offer about the company. And if you just keep going, I noticed that there's some wide open spaces here. So, there is some things on this website that could be done a tad bit better, just so it's more pleasing to someone that's going through the site and looking at it. So one of the things with content, you want to make sure that, because what happens is Google sends out these little crawlers, and they go through websites and they look for keywords so that when somebody goes in and says, hey, I'm looking for a roofing company in Oklahoma City, and they type in roofing OKC, Google's little crawlers are going to go through people's websites and, start finding those words. So you can do that behind pictures as well, because they're going to be able to see that. And if you do save image as, you can see right here, this file name is saved as a bunch of letters and numbers. So you could put in here your company name, add additional keywords, roofing OKC, roofing Norman, roofing Edmond, different service areas that you want to be found for, plus the other services that you offer. You can put those in here as well, just making sure that you have your service plus that service area listed. And that's going to help you be found when people are searching for roofing companies or, construction, anything like that. Now I'm going to go ahead real quickly, and I'm going to once again compare your guys' site with a company called Ubersuggest. It basically gives us the behind scenes of what Google is looking at and how they rank or rate websites and stuff and companies and the details that's on there. So we're going to go to Basie's first, and you can see they have 65 keywords. And if we click on that, you can see they have OKC Roofing, Roofing OKC, OKC Roofing Companies, and Basie Roofing, and it just goes on and on and on. Basie Roofing is considered a branded keyword. It's that company's name, and that person put in, when somebody's searching that, they're putting in the company's name. So that's a branded search. Let me just go ahead and switch this back, because we're going to use this later. And I'm going to go over to yours for Roman, and it has 6 keywords. So let's click on that. So you have Roman Construction, Roman Oklahoma, Roman Roofing, Roman Carpentry. So it looks like mostly all the keywords that you have your company name listed in them. So people are putting your actual name in there. And what this is doing, this is all basically branded. So what we want to do is make sure on some of your things that people start searching for like construction OKC, roofing OKC, carpentry OKC, remodeling OKC, or any other service area that you're looking for. Let's go ahead and put this back. So, for you to beat your competition out online, you want to make sure that you at least have 1,500 words on your homepage and get those additional keywords listed on there today, as well, because that's what's driving your competitor's business, and it is beatable, to get that done. So I took one of those keywords and I'm putting it in Google search here, roofing OKC. And when you first come in here, the first thing you're going to see is all these sponsored ads. And what these are paid ads. And, there is a thing, ads can work, but they can also be a money pit. And especially if your website isn't dialed in. So before you spend any money with Google ads, you want to make sure your site will convert. So the number 2 thing today that we're going to look at is citations. And you might be thinking, well, what's a citation and why do I need those? And, it's a great question. So if we scroll down past the sponsored ads, you're going to come to this section right here that says businesses, where you see OKC Roofers, Mallard, and Palladium. And this is our Google Maps section. And what this is, they also call it Map Pack. And the reason they call it that is because Map Pack is our top 3. It's OKC, Mallard, and Palladium. And this is where your business name, address, and phone number is listed. They also call it NAP, name, address, phone number, and this is where Google verifies and gives relevance to local businesses. And how do you get up there? What do we need to do? The number 1 thing that you do to push your business up in the map pack, because right now you're not ranking in that top 3, is get your business name, address, and phone number across different directories. And the one thing you want to do is when you do that with the directories, make sure your business name, address, and phone number are all the same on each one. Some of those directories can be like InfoUSA, Switchboard, Yellowbook.com, Yellow.com, and I like this one, Hot Frog. Get your name across those so that you get more than your competitor, and then you start to gain more trust from them than Google, and then Google's going to start pushing you up above them in this map pack. There is other ways that we can do it. There are companies out there like Bright Local that we can actually go on, get the directories that your competitor is listed on, and we go down that same list and we get those matched up with the directories you have and get additional ones added, because you really don't want to just stop there because you don't want to match them. You want to dominate them online. So say your competitor has 100 citations. We want to go in and get 100 to 150 more. So it takes them a lot longer to catch up, and you stay up in this map pack area. Number 3 today that we're going to look at is backlinks, or link juice they call it as well. And this is the 3rd pillar that's going to help you dominate on Google. So if we scroll down past the maps here, you're going to see right here is Basie's Roofing in this number 1 position. They also call this kind of like your organic area, and about 60% of customers will go, when they're searching Google, they're going to go past the map pack because about 30% of them go with that. But 60% of them will go here to where the first person is listed and select that company because that company is listed number 1. But this is where you want to be. And to get there, you need authority. How do you get authority? It comes down to backlinks. Any backlink is when one website links to another website online. So quick kind of what we can look at is if site A is linking to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, and Google is looking at this as passing authority. And the one thing is, the more valuable the link, the more relevant, I said that backwards, the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link, excuse me. Because not all links are created equal. So quick example, if you get a local roofing blog linking to you, then perfect, great, that's what you want. But if you get a backlink from, say, Pizza Hut or Burger King or any type of like fast food or anything that's not in your industry, then they're not great links because that's not what you're selling. That's not what you're offering. So I'm going to go back to Uber Suggest real quick, and we're going to look at Basie's first, and we can see that they have 1,132 links. And if you go over to yours, you have 98 links. And what this is telling me that if we look at your competitor and they have that amount of backlinks and they're in this number one position, that they got backlinks from strong, relevant sources. And how do we get these? We use like Uber Suggest. There's another company called Ahrefs that we can actually go in and see what sites are linking to them, grab those good links and get them linked to your business. You know, getting to the top is not magic. It's just a method, and I've shown you that here today. So really here in closing, so let me just go over those three things again. So number one is going to be content. On your home page, you want to have at least 1,800 words or more with the right keywords. Number two is going to be citations for you to be in this map pack. If your if your competitor has 100 citations, we want to have 100 to 150 more to beat them out by a landslide. And then number three, to be in this top position here, we need those backlinks. We need more relevant sites pointing at your business to show Google you are the authority. If you implement these things, you can become number one across Google. So you might be wondering, okay, well, what do I do now? And like I said, you can take this information and you can do it yourself. I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and save yourself some time, just give me a call, or like I said, I will reach out to you as well next week. My name is Michelle, and that number is 405-410-3024. Once again, 405-410-3024. My name is Michelle, and we also have our email that you can email as well. Marius, I hope you are doing fine. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a great day and a great week. Thanks.